Now, let us discuss about the differences between arrays and collections in Java programming language. We know that by using variable, we can store a value. So let me have a variable called a. So with the help of a, we can store a value. If we want to store more than one value in a variable, then it is not possible. Then we have to go for arrays concept. So by using arrays, we can store multiple values. But there are several problems with arrays. In order to overcome all those problems, we use collections concept in Java. Now let us discuss about the differences between arrays and collections in Java programming language. The first difference is arrays are fixed in size. So the size of the array is fixed. So how we can declare the array in Java? Int a of equal to new int of 5. So let us assume that for array the memory is allocated for 5 elements. So here the size of the array is fixed. So throughout the program array size is 5 only. It is not possible to change the size of the array. So that is the first problem. Whereas collections are growable in nature. So let me have a collection like this. Let the collection contains 10 elements. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So let collection contains 5 elements. Let us assume that I want to insert 3 more elements. I want to insert 60, 70, 80. So there is no problem. The collection size will grow. Let us assume that we performed 1, 2, 3, 6 removal operations. Then all 6 elements are removed from the collection. So now this is the collection. So the collection will shrink. So here the size of the collection may increase, may grow, or the collection will shrink. The collection will reduces according to our requirement. So collection is dynamic. So according to our requirement, the size of the collection may increase or decrease. So that is the first difference. Second difference, array is a collection of elements. We know the definition for the array. Array means collection of elements. Whereas collection is a group of individual objects of single entity. So collection is a group of individual objects under a single unit of a single entity. So let me have a collection like this. So this collection contains a group of individual objects. Let me have S1, S2. S1 is one object, S2 is another object, S3 is another object, S4 is another object, S5 is another object. This is a collection which contains 5 objects. So we can work with these 5 objects one by one. So this is about the second point. Next, third point. Array can store only homogeneous data. If we take integer array, then we can store only integer values. If we take float array, then we can store only floating point values. If we take string array, then we can store only strings. So with the help of arrays, we can store only similar data type elements, whereas collection stores homogeneous and heterogeneous data. So with the help of the collection, we can store similar data type elements as well as different data type elements also. Or we can store the combinations of both. Okay, similar, different, and combinations of all, both. Next point, arrays are not implemented based on a standard data structure. So here for implementing arrays, we are not using any standard data structures. We have several data structures like stack, queue, list, set. We have several data structures. So for implementation of the data structure, for implementation of the arrays, no standard data structure is used. So arrays are not implemented based on the standard data structure, whereas collections are implemented based on the standard data structures such as list. So in list we have array list, linked list, queue, we have priority queue, double-ended queue, set, we have hash set. Likewise we have several sets also. So collections concept is implemented based on the standard data structures. Next point, no built-in methods are available. So in order to perform operations like search operation, sort operation, insert operation, deletion operation, we have to write the code manually. There are no built-in methods are available in arrays. Array doesn't support any built-in methods. Whereas in collection supports built-in methods. So for sorting operation, we can use sort method. For insert operation, we can use insert method. For removal operation, we can use remove methods. Collection supports several built-in methods. So there is no need to write the code manually for performing the operations. Next, arrays are faster in performance. The time complexity here is big O of 1. So if we know the index, then directly we can access the element with the help of the index. Let us assume that we want to access 50th element. So 50th element is available at A of 49 index. So we can say that arrays are very faster. So the performance is very faster because the time complexity is big O of 1. So we can access any element directly, random access. So random access is possible in arrays. If you know the index, then we can access any element directly. Whereas collections performance is slower than array. So this is one problem with collection. The performance of the collection is slower when compared with arrays. Why? Because here we are using several built-in methods, and as well as it is collection is growable in nature. So the size of the collection may grow or shrink. So that's why here the performance is slower. Next, array supports primitives as well as objects. So in array we can store primitives. Primitives means integers, floating point values, characters. So primitive data types. So primitive data types means basic data types. So in array we can store integer values, floating values, character values likewise. And it supports objects also. It supports objects also. Objects means we can use references. Like if it is student class, then we can use with the help of the student. With the help of this reference also, we can perform the operations. With the help of classes, references, objects also, we can perform the operations. So arrays means it supports both primitives as well as the corresponding objects. Objects means it may be string reference or some user defined objects like this. Okay. Whereas collection means it supports only objects. So let a collection contains 10, 20 Ramu. So here 10 is nothing but object. 20 is nothing but object. This Ramu is nothing but object. So everything in collection is treated as an object. So this is not an integer value. We have to treat this as an object. Next, if we take arrays, the memory is wasted since the size is fixed. So arrays means the memory is wasted. Let us assume that the memory is allocated for 5 elements. Assumes that memory is allocated for 5 elements. But I want to use more than 5 elements. Is it possible? No, it is not possible. Instead of 5 elements, let us assume that we use only 2 elements. Then the memory for the remaining 3 elements is wasted. Memory is allocated for 5 elements, but we use only 2 elements. Then the memory which is allocated for those 3 elements is wasted. Whereas coming to the collection, here the memory is efficient since they grow or shrink as needed. So according to the number of objects, collection size may grow or shrink. So this is about the differences between arrays and collections. So there are several problems with arrays. In order to overcome all those problems, we use collections in Java programming language.